you doing, everyone? Welcome to Bumble and Bumble Education. My name is Philip Wolff, and today we're going to be doing a Bb Shag, one of our signature haircut looks. I'll be taking you step by step from sectioning, cutting, as well as the styling and finish. And we got some extra special as well. I'm actually going to be wearing a POV camera around my neck so that you can be in my shoes, seeing exactly what I see. Can't wait for you to experience it. Here we go. All right, first we're going to section the back of the head. So I'm gonna find the high point here. And so I'm gonna start here. This divides the front and back. From here, I'm just sectioning away my first triangular section here in the crown. Now from here, I'm gonna use the low crown point right here, and I'm gonna create another triangular section to the back of the ear here. So from here, just like that, making sure I keep the sections as clean as possible, and section that away, just like that. I'm gonna repeat this on the other side. Now, we're gonna go to the front. From here, we're gonna section off 3 main sections. This will be your fringe and your face frame. I'm just gonna split it in the middle. We are creating a triangular section right up at the front here, approximately to the recession area in the front. And a good way to check is if you have enough or not enough is when you pull the hair back here, as long as you don't see an empty space near there, you're good to go. If you see too much hair hanging over, you probably grabbed too much. So this seems about right. So then all this hair here will be your face frame. So let's clean that away too. The face frame is a very important part of this shag because shag is all about freedom, layers, and absolutely framing all the great features on the face. And I'm gonna repeat on the other side. If you feel the hair starts to dry, you can use the primer. Now we're left with this whole section here. We like to create the fringe. Here we go. We're gonna start with the razor, so therefore let me use a bit more of the primer. All right, so I am dealing with quite a bit of length here, so if it's easier for you, you can just get rid of excess length that you know is gonna get in the way. So I'm gonna start here on the left side here, just getting rid of length. This isn't even for anything. There we go. And then same on the other side here. There we go. So now I'm gonna subsection here. So I'm actually gonna take horizontal sections just like this. We're gonna twist that out of the way and we're gonna go right in. So I'm gonna start right in the middle and we're gonna elevate this. So what we wanna do is determine a length here in the middle. We can always go shorter, but I'm actually gonna start at about the bridge of the nose. So once we know where that is, I'm gonna elevate straight up, just like so. And I'm gonna actually be cutting straight like a square. So that actually helps maintain some extra length on the sides here, which is nice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, elevating up. This time using the tip to the right side. And then we're gonna take another subsection here and we're just gonna repeat that on each side. So it should look something like that. And notice we have a little bit of extra length on the sides here. From the side view, because of that soft elevation, you can see a nice bevel there with the fringe, and then it just softly grazes the upper cheekbone. The softness is important because we're not trying to create a very hard line haircut. The shag is all about softness, freedom, lots of texture, and most of all, a lot of fun. So now we're gonna move on to the face frame. So I'm gonna start on the right side. So we're gonna remove this, respray a little bit of primer there, just on the inside. So from here, we're gonna be taking slightly diagonal back sections. So my first section will be from the corner of that fringe down to the top of the ear. So just like so. There we go, that's section number 1. We're gonna clip that out of the way. So I'm gonna direct this hair perpendicular to the sectioning here. And you can start your starting point at your discretion. For me, I'm just gonna use the corner of the fringe because I really wanna open up the face a lot. If you wanted to maybe drop it lower, you could always leave a little bit of a gap and start from there. So again, elevating it up slightly, and I'm just gonna medium strokes all the way down here. So here we go. Just like so. And then we have a very nice face frame here. As you can see, it just follows in just like that. So now we're gonna take our second section now that our guide is in there. So I'm gonna take a section. This will probably be done in 3. So here we go. Now that the guide is in there, I'm gonna actually open up the strokes a little bit wider, a little bit more longer strokes here. All right, and from here, what's great is you start to see all the movement start to kick in. You see it? That's the freedom we want to create. And now for the final section on the right side. Here we go. I'm just following through. You can really see the difference from one side to another. See, so we just have the one length long there, and here we have some fun, some freedom. The texture's all coming alive here. Take a look here. You can see all the movement from both sides, the face frame, the fringe, just like that. So now that we have the front going, now we get to the back. So as you can see here, there are 4 main sections. You've got the high crown, the sides here, and then the remaining. So we're gonna start our first guideline, and this section right here at the high crown, we're gonna elevate this whole entire triangular section right here and create our guide for the volume layers right here. So if you feel more comfortable, you can split this in 2. I'm going to, but you don't have to, so. So now we're gonna incorporate the 2 side triangles. So we'll start with the left one here. I'm just prepping the hair a little bit, re-wetting it down with the invisible oil. Oh yeah, this really gives a nice glide to the hair and maintains all that moisture. So what we're gonna do with this section is, we're gonna over direct everything right into the middle to that original guideline that I created. So here we go, up like so. Again, just re-wetting the hair with a little bit of the invisible oil. So for this, I'm pushing it again towards the middle because we want everything to be in the middle. I'll do half first. So from here, elevating up, and then I want to get the palm of my cutting hand to face as far upwards as possible and hold that tension. And then take the remainder of that section. There we go. Now we have all this bounce and volume, and now we're going to adjust the length here. So for the bottom, I do want to maintain some weight there, but as you can see, it's a little bit too scraggly. So what I want to do is just clean that up a bit, but I do want to maintain as much length as possible. So we're just gonna clean that up. We're gonna create a soft line, but a strong line at the same time. So from here, I'm gonna just clean up all this dry part here, and there we go. So I'm just gonna add some grooming cream. Really want to emulsify this. It'll turn kind of whitish in the hands. This just gives me even spreadability throughout the hair here. So I want to kind of go on the outside first. So the grooming cream is going to enhance the natural texture, you know, knock down the frizz and really give a good separation to the hair. And that way it can really have a nice natural look to it. So I'm really working it through all the way. So I'm doing it at this stage so that it can just naturally start to air dry in the way that the hair naturally is and it naturally lives. As this dries into the hair, this allows us to see the balance in weight, if we need to adjust anything, if we need to do more detailing throughout. This really gives that. And as you can see already, you can see that natural separation happening right there. All right, so now I'm just going in with a bit of detailing here. So I'm just going through here and I'm gonna soften up a few bits. So I'm deciding here, there's just a few pieces of overhanging pieces here. Cleaning up those bits. The shape is great, but the weight is a little bit heavy. So I'm just gonna grab this here, like so. Elevate it up, and I'm just gonna lightly take out weight like through here. That way that lightens that up. And then I'm gonna repeat on the other side. Same thing here. All right, so now I'm just adding a little bit of the surf spray as she starts to dry. So the end look I'm going for is super separation, a very natural wavy look, almost beachy, or like you just woke up from a wild night out. Lots of separation, very rock and roll. And here we have it, the finished look, the BB Shag, nice swoopy fringe, airy voluminous layers, and a very soft perimeter. All that texture, very natural, very separated, very lived in. Imperfectly perfect. Thanks again for tuning in to Bumble and Bumble Education. My name is Philip Wolff, House of Bumble Collective. To see more of this, make sure to follow @Bumblepro, and we'll see you soon in the salon, in the classroom, or backstage.